Hi everyone, let me get straight into it. We live in exciting times. I want to share some words and phrases that God has highlighted to me for right now. First one, revelation fuels revolution. Revelation is never static, it always goes somewhere. An increase in revelation leads to an increase in transformation. There are three strategic areas of revelation: the knowledge of God, apostolic vision, and personal identity. Number one, the knowledge of God. Every lasting victory has its foundation in the knowledge of God. There is no greater revelation. The knowledge of God shifts perceptions and mindsets, removes structures and strongholds, and establishes birthright and belonging. Sonship does not exist without the knowledge of God. Number two, apostolic vision. The New Testament reveals true apostolic vision. Apostolic vision raises humanity to new levels of glory. The cross ushered in a new era. The world is not going back. Redemption and transformation are the order of the day. Number three, personal identity. At conception, we were God-breathed. In that moment, we encountered God as our creator. When we moved away from God, we lost touch with our true identity and became slaves to lesser gods. When we were born again, we were recreated. In the moment of recreation, we encountered God not only as our creator, but also as our redeemer. The Greek for born again also means born from above. Born again connects us with a person. That person is our creator, recreator, and redeemer. Born from above connects us with a location. That location is heaven. We are radically different because our origin is God and our citizenship is heaven. We look different, sound different, think different, and act different. We are commissioned to shine for all to see. Humanity and creation will respond. The next phrase God gave me was this: heavenly mandate, earthly mission. In Ephesians 2:6, Paul pictures the believer seated with Christ in heavenly places. In Ephesians 6:15, he pictures the believer with feet firmly on the earth and advancing with the shoes of the gospel of peace. A profound authority is realized when heavenly mandate meets earthly mission. Suddenly our feet are stronger, our voice is more confident, and everything establishes in new ways. New ways of evangelism are coming forth. Where old ways have failed to penetrate hearts and minds, new ways will not only penetrate, but also disarm, stir, awaken, convict, heal, and restore. In the battle for a generation, words are weapons. In Psalm 18:34, David declared that God trained his hands for battle. God is training his warriors to use words in a new way. When we grow in the knowledge of God, our words reveal God. This means that when we speak, people discover the kindness of God, the graciousness of God, the generosity of God, and the truth of God. When we know God, truth works. Truth is not a weapon to belt people with. It is a weapon that disarms and awakens. It is time for new ways of speaking, new ways of evangelism, and new dimensions of supernatural witness. The next phrase he gave me was this: decrees, intercession, prayer, and prayers. Priests have authority in the intersection and interchange between heaven and earth. The impartation of decrees, intercession, prayer, and prayers will increase and affirm our priestly authority. Decrees, intercession, prayer, and prayers are four unique but related impartations. Each is multi-layered. Inside prayers, for example, is language. Inside language is agreement with heaven, and inside agreement with heaven is destiny. Phrases and single words will come forth, and we will know that we are speaking totally in sync with God's heart and God's will. We will speak these phrases and words not as requests, but with the authority of decree. His provision and our prayers will be in agreement. The next thing that he spoke to me was the power of yes. When Paul said yes and amen, he knew what he was talking about. In 2 Corinthians 1:20, it says this: for every one of God's promises is yes in him. Therefore, through him, we also say amen to the glory of God. Yes is a word that carries great authority. God is right now imparting the authority of his yes to the many wounded and weary warriors. Yes is not just a word that we say, it is a word that we become. God's yes reverberates with a vibrant frequency and a joyful, wholehearted intensity. The more we speak it, the more we reverberate with the same frequency and the same wholehearted intensity. God's strategies are both simple and powerful. Here's one that anyone can implement right now. Start by saying yes. As you continue, yield to the yes. The more you yield, the more you discover the authority in the word until you are shouting it and decreeing it in ways you never believed you would. That's when things start breaking over your life, all through the power of one word. The authority of God's yes is much greater than the authority of our no. It's time to really believe it. God, increase the yes in our spirits.